Need a tape measure so we can measure the ground height of the hitch on that tractor.
In a workshop in rural Poweshiek County,
We should be able to come straight off that hitch.
Put it right on there.
work never sounded so fun.
Need to make sure this thing goes up and down.
It's because Nick and Ty Birch love working with their hands. And creating something useful comes naturally.
I grew up working construction with my dad, so there was always something to do, something to fix, something to work on.
Like father, like son.
He's always been tinkering with stuff, building stuff, and thinking a lot. It's all he does is think.
True story, right?
Now a third generation
I'm going to school right now for mechanical engineering.
is practicing being practical.
You fix it. You fix it. That's what we've done for a long, long time. Just see a need for something and just do it.
Which is exactly why the Birch boys created this.
You can adjust it on how much pressure's on the ball bearing that's in there.
A special lead and halter for showing sheep.
So we wanted to make it swing and get out of the way so it'd be easier to walk.
Specially made for 9-year-old Carter Claver. You can't really understand why he needs it until you see what he was using last year. If that animal spooked, it could pull Carter right out of his chair.
Every day is a fight for Carter. No matter what, anything you do, nothing is easy. He struggles at everything. The simplest things that we take for granted, he can't do on his own. There's very few things that he loves to do and very few things he can do.
When we saw them featured last year, we noticed, kind of the process that they were using to show the sheep. And we have a vast history of supporting individuals with disabilities.
A kid from Easter Seals got a hold of me and asked, what is out there that you could need that would make things easier or better for Carter? And so I said, being able to show his lambs better.
So all we got to do is fabricate it and we'll be
Ready to rock.
ready to roll.
Enter Nick and Ty and their knack for fixing things.
I've known sheriffs for years and her kids. It's just a natural thing to do.
The family spent hours brainstorming,
About 2 weeks later, we had the first prototype.
and the Birches spent hours building.
I want to help. There's neat ideas come up, and you think of stuff, and he has got ideas, and I got ideas.
The design came from what was ultimately going to be the best for Carter.
There were lots of things to consider.
First, it started out with a simple leather strap.
What kind of materials to use, how to attach them to Carter's chair. But most importantly,
Okay, so like right there, the lamb kind of jerked one way, so this fell off because Carter had a hold of it. So, and that's kind of one of the safety things we wanted.
and thanks to Nick and Ty, they got it.
I am so grateful to Terry and Nick and their sons that I told them they'll never know how grateful I am. There's no words that can explain.
Well, the Birch boys let their tools do the talking. They see a need and get busy fixing what needs fixing.
Made me feel really, very good.
Made me happy. Glad we could help.
And work never sounded so fun.
Helping a little kid shows lamb being like another little kid just makes you really happy and really warm and fuzzy feelings.